matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And
mark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
so the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Eason. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darius Slayton, 33 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The kick is good.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They're on 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
12 yards. And it's third down. Third and long. That's the end.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Now Eason. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
Reception here by Ruggs.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on that.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eason on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A 15-yard loss. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And now they pause for an injured player, and that injured player is an important one. Ezekiel Elliott still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll let this go deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs. 42 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Eagles 14,
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd down, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Johnson's the ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready? Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's put him on the buses. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Murray. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Eason. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Muhammad. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
The stop.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Eason sets to throw it.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. From the gun, Eason. Open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Eagles send out their punter now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from the 1. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
On the keeper.
Nick Mullins keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, this defense knows they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. It in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. From the gun, Eason. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a... He's got a man, complete!
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Murray. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.